In our next section, we're going to multiply binomials, potentially some polynomials by the end here. If not today, we'll do that in the next one. Okay, to multiply binomials using FOIL. Okay, this is a method you're going to hear a whole bunch about. You're going to get tired of it, but it is helpful when multiplying two binomials. So that's the catch, is I have to have two binomials. Use a distributive property. The word FOIL will help you remember the process. So FOIL in this case is first, outside, inside, and last. Okay, first, outside, inside, last. This is the order in which you multiply terms of the binomials. So let me show you what it looks like. And once you see this, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can do this. So first thing is we're multiplying binomials. I have two binomials, right? Bi meaning two, so here's 2 and 2. We're multiplying. There's no sign in between. So first literally means the first of each binomial. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Let's go to next. Outside. Outside literally means the outside terms. 2x times 5. That's 10x. The inside. Okay, the inside. Let's get that inside. Literally means the inside as I look at all four of these terms. 3 times 3x is 9x. And the last but not the least, meaning the last of each binomial. 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. And the last thing we have to do is then look to see if there's any like terms to combine. I have 6x squared plus, here I have 19x plus 15. They're in descending order, x squared, x to the first, and no x's. There are no like terms, so that is my final answer. So FOIL, outside, inside, last. Outside, inside, last. So first, meaning the first items, outside meaning the outside, inside meaning the outside, and we're being very literal about the outside of everything and the inside, and then the last. Okay, so the FOIL method is only used when you multiply two binomials. Okay, if we have anything else going on, then we're using the distributive property. It's an acronym and tells you which terms to multiply. So first y squared. Y times y outside plus 7y inside plus 3 times y is 3y, and the last. 3 times 7 is 21. Combine those like terms if you have them. In this case we have 10y plus 21. And that is the FOIL method, my friends. We're moving on. Okay, so first, we're just going to do a couple more examples together. So I have 15, I have 3 times 2, that's 6. 6x squared. We have outside, so I make the smiley face here. (21x) positive. Inside, minus 10x. And the last, minus 35. So I have 6x squared. 21 minus 10 is 11, so 11x minus 35 is my final answer. Trying again, remember we're just stepping right through. So first, 2x squared, outside, meaning the literal outside, the inside, so 4 times 2x is 8x, and the last, here we go, so plus 20, 2x squared, 5x and 8x, that's all positive, so plus 13x plus 20 on the end. Excellent. Okay, FOIL method. Alright, we're going to give these a try. So we're going to pause the video now and start it back up once you've tried them, and I'll give you a couple answers as you go here. Alright, if you want to check the first two, here's the first two for you. last few. Notice I'll have positive a and negative a, so they will cancel each other out by subtraction. And in the second one, we have negative 5a and negative 12a, so that gives us our negative 17a. So typically what happens is our first and our last we do very well with. Sometimes the middle part we get a little mixed up with, so just be careful with those signs as you go. Okay, the second method, I haven't had anybody that really likes this, but sometimes it helps just keep some things all straightened out in your brain for you. So box method, so what you see is 3x minus 5, so that's our first binomial and then our second binomial. So just, humor you the first time and then we'll go through and you can use any method after that. So 3x and 5x, that's 15x. 5x and our negative 5 is negative 25x. And 3x and 2, so all we're doing is basically using a multiplication table of what we have here. So it's 6x and 2 and negative 5 is negative 10. And then what happens is diagonally you will see your like terms. So I have 15x squared, almost forgot that, 15x squared. We have negative 25 plus 6 is negative 19x. And then we'll have minus 10 on the end. So it just gives you a different method as far as organization. That's what it's all about. If you have trouble organizing your terms once you're going, then maybe this is a method for you. So again, we can do this either way. 3x minus 5, 5x plus 2, whatever you want to do. We got 15x squared, negative 25x. We have 6x, and we have minus 10. So if I just reveal some boxes here, you're going to see we have exactly the same thing. And then if we combine those like terms, we're going to get the answer we just talked about, negative 19x minus 10, with 15x squared up front. So same idea, different organization, not a problem. Now, once we start to use this, it can then be applied to a lot of geometry problems where you'll see a lot of it. Find the area of the pink region. So all I need is, if I can find the area of the entire big box, okay, so in that case, find the area is multiply the length and the width. So we're going to FOIL to multiply here. So I have 2x plus 5, and we need to multiply that by 3x plus 1. But I only want the pink area, so I have to actually subtract out this green area. So I have x times x plus 2. So whatever I get for my answer here, I need to subtract this. So let's go ahead and FOIL. 6x squared. Outside is plus 2x. Inside is plus 15x. And the last is plus 5. So I have 6x squared plus 17x plus 5. Remember, the idea is that's the entire pink box. But I have to get rid of this green area. So we're going to subtract from that x squared plus 2x. So I'm going to stack those up using the column method, x squared plus 2x. Now I subtract, so 6 minus 1 is 5x squared, and 17x minus 2x is 15x, and plus 5, because we didn't touch that at all. Okay, so that's my final answer. So, as always, we're going to teach you something. Something we want to teach you today is FOIL, and we're always going to add to it. So here, you're going to FOIL. We're reviewing the idea of area, and reviewing the idea of subtracting polynomials. So we're going to find the area of each. So same idea. I need 5x plus 8 times 6x plus 2. Let's go ahead and get this answer, and then we'll subtract out the... Is that green? Yeah, we'll subtract out the green. Alright. We'll call it green. 30x squared. Outside I have plus 10x. I got inside, I got plus 48x. And on the end I got plus 16. Let's combine some like terms. 30x squared plus 58x plus 16. Alright, now what I have to do is subtract out the inside. So that's 5x times 6x plus 6. So that's 5x squared, and that'll be plus 30x. Alright, now we're ready to move on with this. So 30x squared minus 5x squared, 25x squared. 58x minus 30x is plus 28x plus 16. So that's the area of the blue rectangle minus the green. If that's not green, you gotta tell me tomorrow. So I think it's green. I don't know. Alright, what we have here is we have a square. So what we're going to do is actually just square this. So I have x plus 8 times x plus 8. Okay, that's what it means to square. So x squared plus 8x plus 8x plus 64, if I do all my foiling. And x times x for the small one is just going to be x squared. So what we'll get is x squared plus 16x plus 64 minus our x squared. So I probably don't have to do all this here. You realize your final answer is 16x plus 64, or the area of the white square minus the orange square. Okay, so not too bad. So although we're making you do some other things with it, I just don't want you to feel like all you're ever going to do is multiply these two binomials given to you. We can always apply it to some more geometric ideas. Okay, so here's typically some homework problems, this type of stuff. So multiply, FOIL, we got y squared, we got minus 3y, we have plus 4y, and on the end is minus 12. So y squared plus a y minus 12. Combining like terms in the middle. Alright, last one. We'll try this one together. So just going first. So 4a squared outside. Some people think it makes like a face, right? Here would be a smiley face. We're going to put a nose on next. So outside 2a and 4b, so that's plus 8. AB inside, I got negative, so minus 6 AB, you betcha. So there's a nose, and here's another eyebrow. It kind of has this raised eyebrow. I don't know. You know, whatever helps you remember. So minus 12b squared. So AB and AB, they are like terms, so 4a squared plus 2ab minus 12b squared. Final answer. These guys are good. Alright, this we're going to practice in class. I hope you have a real good handle on it now. Because eventually in this chapter we have to do this backwards. So if it feels like this goes on forever, that's why. I need you to be very good at it so we can do it in reverse.